Robert Wayne Sexton didn't hear much about his uncle growing up. He shares his middle name, but there were no portraits of him in his grandparents' home. He knew little of his service or how he died, yet he was instrumental in bringing the World War II airmen's remains home. His uncle, Doyle Wayne Sexton, was 21 when he enlisted in the Army Air Forces in 1940, and for about 2 years, his parents in Utah would receive letters from their eldest son, filled with questions about life back home, until the letters stopped coming in May 1942. That spring marked the moment the U.S. surrendered the Bataan Peninsula in the Philippines, where Doyle was stationed. The December 1941 attacks on Pearl Harbor had decimated U.S. naval forces, and any chance of backup at Bataan. Those captured after the surrender, including Robert's uncle, were forced to march 65 miles to a prisoner of war camp, with Japanese fighters killing anyone who slowed down. An estimated 7,000 to 10,000 died during the journey, later dubbed the Bataan Death March, according to the U.S. Army Center for Military History. Robert's uncle survived the brutal march, but died of diphtheria that July at the age of 23. His remains were initially buried in a mass grave. Later, they were relocated to an American mausoleum near Manila before they were exhumed in 2018 for DNA and other testing. A DNA sample Robert provided ultimately led to a match, and that is how, 8 decades after his death, Doyle Sexton's remains were finally accounted for this summer. I feel like I'm performing a service for my ancestors, Robert said. His uncle's remains will be reinterred at Arlington National Cemetery sometime next year,